What is up today, everybody? It's been a while. We got updates going on. I've been very terrible at videoing because I have been working like crazy and shaving mustaches off and stuff, and just honestly, it's been crazy. But so we got updates for you guys, so check out what's going on. So a couple of things when I got the car. For those of you guys know that there was a hole in the front bumper, I actually acquired a red bumper off my buddy Jason's car because he just went with the 0304 style Cobra bumper. So he gave me a really good deal on getting this one off of him, and as well as I got his Mach 1 chin splitter that's going to go on here as well. Got really good deal on the stuff. Not painted yet just because I'm holding off if I'm just going to do a quick cheap hideaway paint job, or as soon as I get this running, I'm thinking about shopping out, getting some the car actually blocked, sanded, and painted. So just because this is a big thing that's really kind of had me when I bought the car. It almost pushed me away from buying it, but I was like, what's a little bit of body work, until I actually noticed that there's actually Bondo in here. So this quarter's been worked on before, and somebody of course had to bash it like an idiot. But so I mean it could be fixed. It ain't gonna be perfect, but it'll be fixed, and we'll get these rear fenders rolled. The wheels are gonna stay for now. They actually complement the car a little bit until I actually get the setup that I really want. A couple other cool things. We picked this up. I got a really good deal on this. I just picked it up today. We got a new GT rear bumper for the car. You guys can see got the little bumper deals for the exhaust. But so again, same thing. I'm probably just gonna mock this up on the car because as soon as I get it running, I'm planning on probably taking the car straight to get some bids on actually getting it painted, which is the main plan. And also I'm going to do something a little unique. The Mustang on the back, I'm going to shave this, so this will just be a solid finished rear bumper. I think it'll look pretty cool as far as once we get this thing going. So I got a really good deal on that rear bumper, and then mainly just to take care of this stupid painted thing, but mostly because it's got this big crack in the back of it, and I've tried repairing urethane before in the past, and it's a pain with drilling and everything. So I literally picked that rear bumper up for 20 bucks today, and you can't beat that price. So we're gonna get that mocked on the car. A couple of things I was a little upset about after I bought the car and I got the front end apart. This thing was in a front end accident at one point in its life. The header panel was broken. There's no header panel in it right now. I ripped it out, threw it away. I got a new one ordered coming, as well as a bunch of other goodies. We got some headlights and stuff coming. I'm not going to go into detail on that yet because I'll do an unboxing video when everything comes. But slowly but surely, guys, we've been getting some stuff knocked out and handled. I already started pulling the motor in Savage. No, not those keys. Where do they go? I just had them. Where are they? Here they are. So, a couple cool things going on. You guys can kind of see, well, you can't see yet, but I also ordered some little pedal covers for those. So, those will be semi-decent. As well as, I just noticed that. I never noticed that in the car before. When I get around to it, I want to strip and clean this interior, scrub everything down, scrub back in the carpet, get a new one of these. This is broken when I get around to it. A couple of things we already started doing. We got the 01 and ups stereo bezel in here, as well as this is the correct shifter bezel for the car, and I was actually to very cleanly mount a rocker switch down here. This is where traction control would originally go, but I got a nice little switch mounted in here. Got a couple ideas whether the car's going to get nitrous or maybe an intercooler pump. Got some cool ideas going for that, but very nice, clean little switch mounted in here. I actually have a stereo ordered coming for this thing as well, which I'm really excited about, and a dash mounting kit for this trim bezel piece. I was doing some homework. It looks like I'm gonna have to do a little bit of custom work to get the stereo to fit to this bezel, but I got some ideas and I think I know what I'm gonna do to make it work. Pretty stoked about that. Also, I got some boxes here. I was playing around with some LED lights. These are actually ice blue gauge lights, LED. So when I get around to it, we're gonna probably do a video, pull the dash, put these things in, so that way we'll have some cool looking blue LED light up gauge lights at night. As well as I got a bunch of other LEDs here that I've been playing with. I got some ice blue lights as well. Pretty excited about these. I got some LED bulbs put in here for the dome. You won't be able to see it yet. I'll do an interior review after we get the car driving. But in the center, I did a clear, and then for the domes, I did ice blues. So that way, if I'm in the car at night and I want to turn the dome on, it'll have a cool like ice blue effect in the car. So that'll be pretty neat. Other than that, that's about all that's been going on with the interior. I do want to get this thing cleaned out, scrubbed down a little bit. This is the one other major thing I'm gonna need to get fixed, and it's not even that bad of a deal. It just bugs me a little bit. And then also I'm planning on getting a shift knob for the car too. I know which one I want, it's just expensive, so I'm gonna hold off on that for now because this will be just fine until we're ready to actually start going that route. As well as I also got a really bitchin' little LED light up blue USB port that's gonna go right here in place of where the cigarette lighter was, just because I don't really need a cigarette lighter in the car. Even though I have it, I'm not gonna be smoking in this car, so but yeah, that's some neat stuff that's been going on. Some other stuff to update you guys on, I'm gonna go over with you in just a second after I get out of this car here. But let's pop that. We'll walk over to the front. Lots of cool stuff going on, guys. I'm really excited right now. Hard work pays off, I'll tell you guys that much. Hard work pays off. This car is coming along and I'm not even in it that much money, which is really, really exciting. If I could, oh yeah, I fixed the hood latch on this thing too, and I found out why. Because it was all bent, because this car was in a front end accident. But, so I'm gonna show you guys this right now. And here she is, in all of her 4.6 V8 glory. So, this motor had a knock in it. It's on its way to coming out. I got all the harness disconnected off the top of the motor already. I'm gonna reuse some of the stuff on this motor on the new motor. Probably just gonna swap the valve covers over. Power steering is all gonna stay in here. I'm gonna try and drop the power steering pump and put it on the new motor when I drop it in the car, so that way I don't have to disconnect any lines. Those things are a little bit of a pain because you do have to pull the pulley to take the pump off. If I remember correctly, I had to do that in a truck once and it wasn't a lot of fun. But also this tensioner ear looks like it was broken. I don't know. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap the drive, all these pulleys and everything, because these are in really good condition, onto the motor that I just got that I'm gonna show you guys shortly. As well as I have to adapt some other things over as well. I'm hoping this isn't going to be too big of a deal. The one thing I was kind of concerned about looking at the motor that I have, but then again, you know, things look different when they're in cars, but I'm just making sure that the motor I have isn't like a truck style motor, because I think the heads are a little bit different on the truck 4.6 motors. But I think we're going to be in good shape here, because what I'm going to do is we're going to swap this intake, fuel lines, which are actually in the back of the car, and everything over onto the new motor. But all that's left to get this thing out of here, we got to disconnect the transmission, Probably pull the drive shaft, pull the transmission out. That way we can inspect the throwout bearing and everything, because I don't want to do it under the car, as well as we got to drop the exhaust, disconnect starter, stuff like that. But oh yeah, and so it wasn't a front end accident. I kind of tweaked and bent this back and reset it. This works great now, but before the car gets painted, I am going to get a hood for it. So we're going to get a towel hood for it, and I want to get the gas shocks to get rid of that, because I got some other ideas I'm going to do with this thing on cleaning it up too. So, but I mean, it's coming along, guys. I'm like really stoked. I just can't believe how fast like things are actually picking up right now. The car, the parts. I just ordered a bunch of stuff, and then this thing right here. So check this out. I just recently picked this up. And here she is, guys and gals. A running Junkyard 4.6 out of a P71 Police Interceptor. So working on getting this thing stripped down. I'm going to convert everything over onto this motor. Like I said, we're going to do all the new pulleys off the other motor onto here. Probably going to swap the water pump over. If not, maybe just get a brand new water pump, just because I don't want any failures with this motor when I do put it in the car, because it's going to need to last me at least a year or two. I am buying another block for an actual build I'm planning on doing with the car, but that's going to come later after the car is painted and kind of where I want it to be cosmetic wise. But intake's going to come off of this thing, as well as I think the valve covers on my motor are in better condition, so we'll reuse those. And then again, the drive, I may have to swap oil pans, as well as I'm going to have to swap motor mounts. And then also, like I said, I'm going to drop everything off of this thing. This power steering pump that's on this motor, I'm going to drop all this. So that way I ain't got to deal with this, with putting it in the new car and stuff. But yeah, I got all these lines and stuff that are going to come down. This thing, it's a bit different, so I am going to have to change that oil cooler, or the oil filter adapter, because this thing actually had an oil cooler on it, because it was out of a, I believe it's a P71 motor. That's what all this is actually, yeah. Oil cooler for the Police Interceptor. That'd be cool if I could figure out how to reuse this in my car, but I don't really think I'm going to want to deal with that. It's neat though, but we will swap all that out. We're going to drop the AC condenser off this motor. That way I can try and keep all that in the car as well for when we put this one on. Oh yeah, tensioner, I guess the tensioner is fine. We'll probably leave the tensioner on the other motor and keep this one as a spare. And it's just kind of nice because it looks like we got some spare parts we can use. But I'm kind of questioning this water pump. It feels like it's shot, and I was looking at it. It's got a hole in the top of it, and I'm not really sure what that hole is for. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. There it is. So, yeah. Kind of got me in question, but I got all good parts. I actually have a spare alternator and water pump off of another motor that I took apart, so I think we'll be okay on parts. Just going to be mainly going to be investing in gaskets and fluids, get this thing swapped in and get Savage running. Really stoked, guys, really stoked. So the plan is, I think as soon as we get her running and driving, first thing is going to be the cosmetics. I'm going to start shopping around for somebody that can fix the body work, throw a fresh coat of black paint on this thing. I'm going to get a hood for it here in the next month or so. Found a really good deal on some new hoods through a warehouse I found out here in California. So me and my buddy are actually both going to go in and buy hoods for our cars to kind of get a two for one special. That'll be pretty cool. But yeah, guys, I think we're going to be running and driving here in probably about a month. Give it till about the end of January and this thing should be running, if not beginning of February. But stay tuned with the build. got a bunch of cool stuff coming. We're going to be doing some unboxing videos here soon, as well as just some updates as far as like when things are going on. Sorry if I'm not keeping you guys like in the loop with the build as I'm doing it. I just don't really have like really good camera equipment. I got my GoPro and stuff, so I mean, maybe I'll try and put some content out, but until then, guys. So I sure hope you guys are excited as I am. I got a lot of stuff going on here, really excited. Got a lot of updates for the car. Things are coming along very quick and I'm very excited. For those of you who are interested, I'll give you an idea of where I'm at in this car on the budget already, as far as what I paid for the car, the new motor, bumpers, and all the stuff I have. Don't be mad at me, but I'm in this thing under 1,500 bucks. So I'm doing pretty good over here, and this thing's gonna be a savage. But really hope you guys dig the content. Appreciate you guys following the channel. Don't forget to click that like button, click the bell, become a subscriber, and tell your friends. I mean, this build's only gonna get better and cooler. And follow me on Instagram. I got lots of Instagram updates too. Instagram is savage_2valvetv. So follow me there, and take it easy, guys. We'll see you for the next one.